This the link up. This the link up. This the link up. Welcome to the link up. This the link up. This the link up. This the link up. Welcome to the link up. Oh. Yes. Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the LinkUp podcast with your host, Mr. King and Kana.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody.
I guess first of all, we will start off with a little explanation on last week,
But yeah, we just didn't have an episode.
Yeah, like we was trying to schedule some things. It just wasn't working out to schedule some things. So we just had decided, you know what? I guess it's just not going to work, this podcast. And your scheduling was just a mess in general. Everybody was busy,
But yeah,
hosts included. Like it was a difficult week. So
why life, by we say that like episode 1 or 2, life does happen. But we apologize for the ones who just listen constantly that we didn't have our regulars, that we didn't have a episode last week. But we back at it again.
Yes. We here, and what is the first topic that you would like to discuss? I think we should just jump right into it.
But I think we should just maybe recap a little bit from the last episode. I think we had to talk about St. Martin again a little bit with all the donations and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Just to give out your heads up for those who were away and who was asking about the island. We're doing a little bit better every day. I mean, there's still a lot of people in some bad situations, but slowly but surely we're getting there. A lot of relief has been given. A lot of people getting back electricity and water and food.
Communications basically back up on the island. At this point is
so
both sides. Well, at least on the Dutch side of the island, both telecommunication companies, they're back up and running.
Yeah, I can't say much about the French side. I don't really know.
I don't have that much connects on the French or contacts on the French side, and
not me no more. Well,
I know some people on the French side and stuff, but I haven't really been talking to them about the whole situation too much to get their point of view on what all is taking place, what all is going on the French side.
Well, I mean, the good news is we didn't see nothing drastic on Facebook.
True.
And
I recently saw that there was like a whole bunch of businesses opening back up and stuff like that. So things.
I think I even see the port too. The port was supposed to be expecting a big ship or a big set of cargo maybe in a couple of weeks or within like a month or two, maybe even November, somewhere around there. And then I think one of the main issues right now is getting the airport back up and running properly.
Yeah, I saw that the airport was severely damaged in a lot of ways, like on the inside, on the offices, first floor, second floor, like all the check-in counters and stuff like that. All of that was damaged. All 46 of them, however much it is. I think it's like 46 or something like that. Somewhere around those numbers.
I didn't even know, but I guess the crew trying to get everything back in order, and then I heard the tower had get mashed up pretty bad. So
yeah, the tower as well.
And the fence and all of that. So like right now the airport is not meeting international standards. And for those of you that don't know, St. Martin has an international airport, one of the biggest in the Caribbean.
I feel like for those that actually do know St. Martin, the airport is the one thing that they probably know about St. Martin. Like I'm sure there's millions of people out there, lots of people out there that just don't know nothing about St. Martin but the airport.
Yeah, but you see, they might know the airport, but they don't know that it's St. Martin Airport.
I think it's kind of hard to separate the two.
Yeah, no, because they don't know where you from, St. Martin. Okay, where's that? It's an island in the Caribbean. And then, but if you explain to them, hey, I live on the island when the planes land, and you could see them over. Like, that's a completely different reaction you can get.
I was having this conversation earlier to this at work. The homie Gillard stopped through and stuff, and we were having we was having some conversation with these people from Surinamese people and stuff, and just talking about some man, explaining them and all kind of stuff. And of course the airport, yeah. I mean, I said the word stuff a lot just now. I noticed that, but
it's okay. I'm sorry.
Signs of lacking of vocabulary. You don't know other words besides stuff. But anyway,
we gotta go back to school. We gotta go back to school.
Yes, definitely.
Actually, no. You know,
school has already started back. Like
no, but it's not just school. No, you have to read more. That's one thing I don't.
I read enough, but I don't know if you like.
Internet reading? No. That's like saying, oh yeah, I just read video games.
Yo, it's reading though. I mean, if you reading a article or whatever that came across your timeline on Facebook, cause I'm not gonna lie, that's most of the reading that I do is like.
Yeah, but that's nothing. That's nothing
it's
like
educational. Like I mean, if you follow, if you like a whole lot of different news outlets and legitimate sources, the same but thing that we was discussing earlier, like what you say, you use Twitter for example, because it updates you on the news and whatever else. If it's legitimate articles you read, I know it's a different thing. Or do I have to read novels? Do I have to read academic articles or like scientific journal articles? Like what is approved reading? Because all reading, once you see in words that helps you with spelling and grammar, it makes you more familiar because you're seeing the words all the time. So that at least when you write something, you could identify it doesn't look like what I've been seeing on reading all the time in the past. So I know that this is wrong because that's basically how reading works. Like how reading improves your grammar and spelling and vocabulary and
to a certain extent. Because let's be honest, those articles you read online is like you read them things in like 5 minutes. And then what you read a couple, then you go you watch some video online, and you scroll through Facebook for about 5-10 minutes, and then you might maybe get another article that's maybe like maybe a little bit something from like some kind of science, whether it's physics or some fuck with the world or something like that. And then you're gonna spend maybe like 20 minutes reading that because it might be a little bit more educational. But then really and truly, how long you really spend on that?
There's multiple ways to do the same thing, because you don't have to read necessarily to expand your vocabulary or improve grammar and language and all of that. That's because the same thing like what we was talking about off air, like audiobooks, for example. That same book I was telling you, like if I play that book, I mean it's the same, somebody's reading the book to me. It's the same thing that's going on. I'm more of an auditory person than a reading person. Like the reason why I could remember song lyrics and stuff like that with no effort is just like if I watch interviews or whatever, I can tell you almost verbatim what was said in the interview.
You just have trouble studying?
It depends sometimes.
But like recalling something.
To me, I just kind of understand how memory works to some degree. Like I know when I don't know something. I know how much I need to read something for it to stay in my head. Depending on like when the exam may be or whatever that I'm studying for, I know basically if I just read this and I didn't go to sleep and look it over, because sleep is a crucial part of memory, storing, transferring things. When you go to sleep, transferring things from the short-term memory to the long-term memory, you need to spend some amount of time sleep. It's like I've noticed it, for example, if I write a song today, I just go to sleep, wake up the next day, and I try to recite the lyrics or whatever, because if I just write lyrics and things like that, I don't know the flow or whatever, it's not going to come out as effortlessly and naturally as if some other song that's been older that I know the lyrics out of my head completely. So like the next day, for example, once you go to sleep and wake up and come back to that same song, is like you could just do it with so much ease. You surprise yourself at how well you're remembering things just because your brain went to sleep. So if I know when I'm unprepared for a test, basically I go in there, it is a very throughout my life in school, there's hardly ever been a time where it's like I left a test feeling like I did good on this test and it wasn't the case. Like if I fail, I know I fail when I go in the test because I know I hardly answer anything. Like I would always get in problems, for example, during math class, for example, because the way I operate, I don't like, if I know that I don't know the answer, I'm not going to write anything. And with maths, they always say you gotta show your work, show your calculations and thing, how you get to the thing. But my thing is like, if I don't know how to get to the answer, so you want me to just write nonsense calculations? To me, that just never made sense. So I would always lose those points and I would always do terrible on math because like I know what I know and I'm not even trying if I know that I don't know the thing.
No, but I mean, you can at least try to put something down. Like at least do
if I know. Like
yeah, don't get me wrong. Now I used to have the same train of thought as you, but at the same time, sometimes that might jog your memory. Just putting it down on paper self might just, well, I mean, if you never really study it, period, I mean, you can never know something you never study.
Like, if I see this and you ask me how to apply such and such, fine, whatever. I don't even remember what used to be like math problems. Like, I put that out of my life so long ago. I don't have nothing to do with maths in this point in my life. Like, very little.
But you see, no. But you see, that's why the finance courses that we're getting right now to piss me off, because I know I'm not going to do nothing to do with finance. But what the hell I going to do? Anyway.
You need some amount. I mean, I had statistics and stuff like that in my course, at least. That was the
If you want to teach the students finance, teach the students how to do taxes. Teach the students how to do personal finances. Teach the students how to deal with loans and banking and stuff like that. Don't teach the students bullshit.
It depends on your study, though. It depends on your study. I feel like how much and what is your study preparing
and the school.
For what, like, yeah, that too. But I mean, in your situation, for example, what is the study preparing you for? I would assume that the math that they're giving you is relevant in whatever.
But
field
it's not
the study should prepare.
I can't even say it's math, because is math involved. Math involved. Let me articulate a little bit, but.
Them THs.
But yeah, but is finance. So it's not just the calculations. You have to know what you're calculating. If you don't know, you can't apply nothing. When you calculate the wrong thing, and then that's it. Everything, all the numbers is connected in these F-rays I heard being taught. So you get one number wrong, that's it. The whole sum you get fucked.
Understand why, like, I used to operate the way I used to operate, because to me it's like I know that I don't know all the steps in order to whatever it is to use this formula correctly and shit. I forget the formula, whatever it is that I need to use to solve this question. It's like everything tied together. If I don't, like, I don't know.
No, but you see, finance and math is a little bit different. If it has got other subjects,
depends what kind of math you getting. That's all I can say. Depends what kind of things.
That too, but I mean, like, other subjects where you just got like memorized, like social studies, where you had in high school, or like history.
Those was great like, I was good at those subjects.
But I still was barely passing those things. But I was just lack of effort.
Like, my best subjects in school was always theoretical subjects, because I can remember a story. Anything to do with like words, I'm good with words. Words, to me, it's easy to remember. Numbers just are very, in my opinion, they're just abstract and meaningless to a side. Like, they don't have nothing for you to remember about it. Like,
yeah, no, but you see, I would have to disagree with you there, because I actually think the opposite. Because if you think about it, the one good thing about numbers, they never change.
But they don't mean like they represent a number.
But it's going to never change. Words could change, meanings could change. If you think about numbers, they could never change. 2 + 2 will always be 4. 9 times 9 gonna always be whatever it is.
I understand that, and they could do that because that's about. I feel like that's a basic addition, subtraction, division, and thing like that. Once you got that, you don't need no more math. Because, like, I know to count money, you know, to balance your budget and stuff, make sure it's like, okay, this is how much I just make monthly or whatever. This is all my bills and shit like that.
This tax thing is a little bit serious. I'm going to have to ask my mother self, what I'm going to do. I get my first tax bill and I have to fill out forms. And, you know, if you haven't known by now, me and this Dutch language ain't too much of a friend. So
living in a country, don't speak the language.
Can't read your own mail. It's rough, you know, but it's okay.
You manage.
You've been here
for a while. Exactly. You've been managing, you've been surviving. Somehow you've been getting shit done.
I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, but teach students crap like that, Jared. Something meaningful, not shit that they're going to never do. Or I mean, okay, cool. If you're studying finance, fine. No problem. You have to know that. You're going to use that later on. But if you're going to be like a marketer, are you going to really, this is the shit? Or if I have to do logistics,
Logistics is understanding math and stuff, dealing with logistics.
No, because it's the same
shit.
What
is logistics according to you?
That
it wouldn't need
the transportation of goods.
And you don't think in the transportation of goods you need to have some kind. That's a lot of calculations being done.
I don't have to fucking know how to balance a fucking budget or was a
but how the goods being transported.
Yeah, but I don't have to know how to.
Who paying who? Like, is it going by boat? Is it going by plane? Is it going by
maybe
whatever?
the budget,
how much
yeah,
that
but
cost?
I don't
what's
have
the
to.
route that it go, like?
There's no reason for me to construct a balance sheet or income statement for if I doing logistics, because if I doing logistics, they have finance who doing that fuck. I get in the order and
how you communicating with finance if you know nothing?
How you mean? I just have to tell them.
There's a finance department here that's supposed that probably gonna take care of that specializing.
But all they have to know is one number of products they get in and how much it's going to cost. That's it. They get in 2 numbers from me: the total amount of products and the total amount it's going to cost. That's it. That ain't no rocket science. That's just like what you say. That's basic math. You need no big fucking thing for that.
But according to me, when you're looking at balance sheets and these type of things, it's just basic math being used in certain areas. It's just that it's.
But that's what I say. It's not math. It's not just math. It has math involved, yeah. But it's different because if you don't know what it is you're doing, from which loans you gotta use or was your debt. Which debt you're using properly, or which formula you gotta use to find out this one, and one problem got like 15 different steps to do. I mean, come on, man. Really? No, man.
Like that remind me of my class, or one of the classes I had. It was event management and stuff like that, and it was basically learning how to put together festivals, music related events and stuff like that. And for that we had to look at. For that, we definitely do. Well, we had a lot of math in that, in the sense of like basically creating budgets and stuff like that, and learning the terminology of, I forget, like I failed the class, so I'm the wrong person to even talk about.
So why you even bring it up?
Because like I gotta do the class again, because that's to show you like the numbers and stuff like that. Numbers just don't agree with me. And that was like one of the few classes that I had. That was like, for one, it was open questions, which is like. Just to say, like, yo, the school I'm doing, they want to give these degrees out. I just been fooling around, but honestly, they want to give these degrees out.
I've been trying to pass these things for the past like 2 years. So what the fuck you doing?
Making music.
Jesus Christ,
just to keep it 100, as the youth nowadays say. Like,
you need 100 slaps. That's what I've been. You mean making music? You could be you could be in finished school and still making music. That
okay,
making music ain't going nowhere now.
Either way.
You don't forget, now we go in finance terms. You're increasing your debt. No,
I understand. I'm aware of that, but either way, I would have like, my story could not have gone any other way. In the sense that, yo, it wasn't.
Fuck I hear it today.
I'm telling you, my story could not have gone any other way. Like I didn't know what it was I wanted to do. When I came up to this country, I had no idea what it was I wanted to do. I had to figure out what it was I wanted to do before I could even start progressing in whatever that was.
I still don't find you can say
I came up here.
Your life couldn't have gone all the way. Because suppose you had changed.
I was not the type of person that was even thinking about what I'm going to do in my future on any of that while I was on St. Martin. So I had like.
So suppose you had changed the group of friends you had. You don't think
from when? Because like
from like 14. Okay, no. Let's say 16, 17. Let's say you had changed the group of friends and you start chilling with other people. You don't think some of your life choices would have been different?
It probably would have been, but I mean, you could say that about anybody in the sense of whoever you hang with, like you are.
But that's what I'm trying to say. You can't say your life like there's no other possibility of it happening in a different way.
It could not have gone any other way because I'm gonna say it because I had this, like, what's the point of us? We talking about parallel universes now, like alternate timelines. Is that the discussion we having now?
But is that not what a possibility could be? It is possible that it could have gone a different way, or it's possible that this is whatever scenario could have played out.
Okay, since you want to be technical, yes, anything is possible.
Everything. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
There could be multiple timelines, multiple scenarios. You don't like so many different futures. If you looked into things like string theory or algebra. different
but that
theories
that don't mean anything is possible. Right now, humans can't fly.
How you know that? You don't know that there's not another universe that exists where they have humans or another Earth somewhere where they have humanoid beings that they got flying capabilities.
You try to be like a female. You taking the story left. No,
you don't want to get technical with me and tell me, but why it's possible? I'm trying to be clear with you, dad. It's talking about one very specific situation.
No, because listen. Freck. What was Freck? What the fuck is Freck? What was saying though? Man, the last
you forget what you were saying, Kai, was nonsense. That's what just happened. It's a sign. Your own brain telling you had nothing good. You had nothing of substance to add to this conversation, so it just stop you right there.
No, but you're talking fuckery. you're talking fuckery. I just can't remember. Fuck. Anyway,
alternate timelines. I think that was the last point. I think that was the last potential tangent point.
This gonna piss me off. No. What was I saying now? Oh yeah. How the hell are you gonna say it?
It couldn't have been.
I know that was no. This was saying. I think my last point was I believe some things are not possible because it's like right now. In this, that's what I say. You're taking a total left, talking about other universes and crap like that. No, we're talking about right here, right now. No. We're talking about here, our universe, our timeline, our shit. No, it's impossible for humans to fly. You can't dispute that, dog. So you can't tell me anything is possible. There's some things that's not. Yes, unassisted.
Because we got tools. We got tools. I'm just trying to figure. You gotta be specific, dog. If you're asking questions, you gotta be specific. So I needed you to clarify.
Yes, unassisted.
And even then, somebody might be like, I don't know.
No, unless unassisted and unmutated. A normal, typical, general human being cannot fly. It is impossible.
What's the point of this question? Like, what point are you trying to drive home by asking this question? That's all I'm curious, because what we was talking about before was me and my study choices and you saying that I said my life couldn't have gone any other way.
Yeah, but you can't say that.
It could not have gone any other way. And the reason why is because we already at this point in time now. So meaning, if it could have gone anywhere with me, you gotta go back in time first of all. So we don't enter in sci-fi realms.
No.
So why is a parallel universe wrong? Why is that out of?
No, because if you had make a different decision somewhere down the line, like let's say 10 years ago.
I didn't.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. If you did, you would not have been in the situation you is right now. We wouldn't be doing this right now. Like for instance,
if I made another decision, humans could have possibly be flying. You don't know what all the future holds. You don't know. But where's the cutoff point? I can't just till 2017, whatever today is.
But yeah, because it's now we're talking about it. So like for instance, you what 25, 25 around 25. 10 years ago, you was 15. Big man, we grew up in the same neighborhood. We was doing a lot of dumb shit when we was 15. Suppose one of those times, especially when we was doing dumb shit in an MPC, we had get catch. And suppose we had get criminal record, we get charged and all that kind of thing. That's a life-changing something now. So you don't think that could have changed where you'd have been right now at this moment?
My thing is, Kana, you could apply this logic to any moment in time and say that this
but that's the whole point.
Dramatic change.
So you can't say it could have never happened another way.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, what the fuck are you?
Because my thing is like, what is the point in discussing this hypothetical? Like, my life could not have gone anyway because at the point when it was time for me to make decisions and stuff like that, I wasn't thinking on none of those things. My mind wasn't thinking about future, what is going to happen outside or after St. Martin. It was like, I wanted to leave St. Martin. I had somewhat of an interest in computers. That was all I knew at the time. So I was like, you know what? Let me sign up. Let me apply to an IT college because I'm interested in computers. I had no idea what I wanted to do. That was literally why I made my decision. Why I came specifically to Amsterdam. That was just because my brother was close by. He was somewhere in the area. So that was like, if I needed any assistance and stuff like that, he could possibly help me. And it was like, that was it. That was all the thought that went into my decision making regarding coming to this country. I picked the city because of my brother, and that was also because of that is why I chose the school that I chose initially. The study was just I was interested in computers. I didn't know if I wanted to be a programmer or a video game designer, like what, anything like that.
For real, you went from video
at the point in time I wanted to be a video game designer. That was what I wanted to do. To rapper boy. Yeah, and now I'm here in life. You know, like that's what I'm saying now. My journey, it had to have gone the way it went because all of those steps led me to music. It led me to like.
So for example, it's fate then.
I personally feel that way. Okay. I personally feel that way because it's like IT was the first one. Then there was graphic design. Then there was communication and multimedia design. Now I'm doing international communication. That's 4 studies. This is the reason why I'm telling you. Like even I could not have been done with anything. Like I did a year of each of those studies. That's 4 studies, and only after the last one I started actually progressing within that study. So it's like I wasted a lot of time technically, but it's because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't put that much. I wasn't developed enough in that thing or thinking about like.
Yeah, but you see
how the real world works and what type of job I might want to do and spend the rest of my life doing and stuff. I had no comprehension. I was a stupid person.
But again, to a certain extent, I could agree with what you were saying before about like you can apply that what if thing to any scenario. But that's just why I believe that. It's like, yo, especially okay. I'm a type of person sometimes that I have choices that I be real indecisive. So if I actually have to choose something, it's like bye. Or if I had choose this and this and that. Yo, things could have been completely different if I had choose some things in the past that I didn't. I could only imagine that.
I could have been done if I had stuck with IT, if I liked programming, if I had a passion for programming and stuff. Yeah,
but that's something you can't really. That's something you can't really change.
Already now, like
no, but you see, okay, like for example,
if I just stuck with IT.
If we bring in school into, let's say we bring in school as an example. We use in school as an example. I know I would want to do business, but while I was choosing my courses, I had CIBL, IBMS, and I also had CTMA. But I was like, and obviously, if you know me, I have an interest in Japanese culture, anime, and all that kind of stupidness. And that's what it was offering. But I was like, you know what? I want to try to be a good student and try to get something out of myself. So I want to try to learn 2 languages at the same time. So I went to IBL. That didn't work out so well. Bam. Went to IBMS. Cool. We can focus more on management. I decent with organization and whatnot. It's still business. Cool. Life circumstances happen, bam. Had to switch again. Now we're doing TMA and now I'm in my last year. So it's like, if I had just imagine if I had just choose that first.
Yeah, but that's what I say. Like you had to go through the things to get those experiences and
I guess
realize that okay, this is not what you want. You thought it might be interesting or whatever, but when you see the reality of the situation, realize like okay, you know, it may not have been what I thought it was, or it's like this is not for me.
But
at least I feel like that's what it was for me a lot of the times. Like IT then graphic design on a lower like HBO, IT, MBO, graphic design, like because everybody told me not to do that. Is a stupid decision. Why would you finish Harvard to then go to do MBO and stuff like that? That doesn't make no sense. Like you have a diploma that allows you to do HBO with no problem. Why would you go to a lower level? But for me, it was like I wanted to do graphic design. To me, it wasn't about the intelligence and things like that, but me being me and me being like I'm gonna do what I want to do to some degree. And like even though people advised me not, when I got there and I saw what it really was like and stuff like that, because I would not have known what it was like had I not gone. But once I actually saw the situation, I was able to be like, okay, cool. I know this is not for me now. And went back to HBO and stuff.
Did you do any research before you went and picked the study? As in, like, what entails as a graphic designer?
Like, I mean, I've been dealing with Photoshop and stuff like that since I was on SM. No, Photoshop not was the first different thing like that.
Not just that, but like the classes itself. Like, you ever tried to talk to somebody that was actually doing the school before, or
like that was at the time that was not possible for me with the school I was going, because at least I didn't know anybody that had that situation.
I guess people ain't as accessible as it is now back then when we was choosing schools. Because now every school got a Facebook group or some kind of community online that you could access and try to communicate with people. But 7 years ago, they ain't really had that. Unless you was up here yourself. You couldn't be thousands of miles away and things. So I can understand that.
I feel like it's always a difficult situation where you don't even know what the school look like. You apply to a school, to a study, you don't know what the country look like. You never even see the school. That was the situation, man.
Well, mine was a little different. I was in Amsterdam when I was 16. I come back up when I was 18. Yeah, 2 years. I would have never thought so, but
my first time coming to Europe was to move here. That was it. I never saw this country, and I'm just living here in the Netherlands and thing, and that's how it is.
I was like me in Japan. Okay. Japan wasn't that drastic because I do my research and all that. That was me in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know nothing about Vietnam other than the war.
I knew stuff about Holland, of course, because had all the people from the hood and stuff that was already in Holland. We had some communication when we would see pictures. When they come back down for the summer and thing,
you had a little bit of
the stories. And
you
stuff
had a little bit of an expectation at least.
Yeah, but I feel like we all had the same. You was on the same block, listening to the same stories and things like that. Probably from the same dudes who was a little older than we, man. That was up here doing different things and stuff.
But yeah, that's stuff. But I mean, speaking of different things, right? I had something a little bit different happen to me this week. And I ain't gonna lie. At the beginning, I didn't know how to feel. But I find it, now that it happened, it's a little bit funny. It wasn't funny at the time. But some people might find it funny.
Okay.
Before I continue this story, right?
Are you beating around the bush a little?
But no. I gotta say this.
You're setting it up.
I gotta say this. Yeah. Before I go into more on this story, I have no problem with the gay community. None whatsoever. Some of my beloved family members are gay. I love them to death. I work with a guy that's gay, and he's an alright guy. I have no problem with him. I just want to put that out there.
Disclaimer.
Yes, dog. I walk in when Thursday. They're on the shop floor and whatnot. This old Dutch guy gonna come up to me and be like, "Sir, do you work here?" I was like, "Yeah, how can I help you?" He was like, yeah, he had a two-piece, he had a suit, a full suit, like a jacket, pants, everything. Okay, not everything, but jacket and pants. He was like, yeah, I'm looking for something nice like you, but something nice like something this. I was like, okay. Wow. I leave it go. I was like, okay, cool, no problem. You looking for this specific color? He was like, yeah, I'm looking for something, what he said, I'm looking for something size 34 and I'm looking for somebody 35. You 35? Wow. I was like, no, I'm not 35. He was like, how old are you? I was like, I'm 25. He was like, I can settle for that. I was like, no, what the hell? In my head, I said, nah, it's impossible. This man ain't serious. So again, I walk in.
Trying to remain professional.
Trying to, dog. Lead that one go. So I start explaining to the man about the suits and thing. King, I tell the man, yeah, if you're looking for a black suit, we have some nice other black ones on that side. He said, yeah, I see something nice and black. I say, what? I say, is it...
And this man, that was a line though?
Yo, is it... dog.
Can't be like...
I say, is it possible this happening to me? Is it impossible this happening right now? Never. I leave that one go again. Bam. Showing the man the other suits. Tell the man, yeah. So if you take the two suits there, you could, go to the pass camera. You could take them to the pass camera. You could try them on and see which one you rather. He was like, I'd rather take you to the pass camera. I say, what the fuck?
Homie wasn't quitting. You were determined.
Dog! The man did not want to stop. He did not want to stop. I say, what the hell going on here?
Wow.
Again, had to let that one go. I say, no. I really don't think. Wait, yes, there's more. I was like, no, sir, I really don't think he could take me to the Pascal. He was like, I can try. I say, what?
You engaging in the conversation?
Wait,
I don't think you could take me to the. Yo, what? I can't suggest. I can't advise what would have been a better.
But wait, no, there's more. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something inappropriate, highly inappropriate. And I was like, boy, I really don't think my girlfriend would like this. Man, I don't have a girlfriend. But it was so like the mount. It reached a point I had to like. I had to try something. Yeah, just
start using every female typical standard line.
But wait, no, I read it there yet. I tell him, yeah, boy, I ain't think my girlfriend would go like that. He was like, oh, that's okay. I don't mind a three-way. I said, no. Yo, from there I was like, all right, no, this is that was my limit. I could deal with it. I could deal with a lot of bullshit, but I was like, nah, that was that. I was like, sir, do you have anything else that can I help you with? He was like, no, that's okay, you can go. No, now you can go. He was like, no, that's it, thank you. I was like, all right, have a good day, and I dipped the fuck out. But look, right, that wasn't flirting, no. That was legit. Like, this man hits on me, no.
Mm-hmm.
This is how women feel.
Yeah, that. Shoes, table stirring now.
But that's rough, but that is rough. Yo, I had feel violated.
I don't blame you. But honestly, like that, a similar situation has happened to me before. And honestly,
at least I had the only one. You see, like, we have an intervention here. Come on, tell your story.
we all sharing. This is a circle of sharing. You gotta clap when somebody says the name. Hi, I'm so and so. Like Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever. Yeah.
Oh God.
But anyway, like, and oddly, right? Okay,
wait, this happened in Amsterdam too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe in total, a man has hit on me 3 times.
Okay, no, this is the first time. This is why maybe I am such a shock, because this is the first time it's ever happened to me.
I simply never felt the need to necessarily talk too much about it. Because like, once it was with this, I don't remember what it was. This was like many, many years ago. I had to go do something with the housing company from where I live.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to handle some business there. I don't remember what it was, but I was going to that building. And that I remember specifically. I don't remember what was wrong. But anyway, I go in there. I noticed there's this dude that, like, he was on the bus or something. He just initiated conversation. It was this big, like, a dude is bigger than me, like, fat, taller than me. So, like, dude had size on me. So that done had me a little weird, and I just noticed that the dude was watching me like a lot. Then at some point he come and start talking to me. I think this was in the tram headed there, but
he had a funny haircut.
Yeah, like I think it was a mohawk he had at the time or something like that.
You happy to know he had glasses,
but
or like funny shades type something, and a lot of jewelry.
I think so.
Yo, never. Like, no. Yo, you remember his name by any chance?
No. That was no. I don't at all. Like,
yo,
it was years ago. But this dude, he was just a big dude, and he like the way he was. He had to go to the same place, and that was the thing. That was like, cause we walking. Like I get off the tram.
Oh,
like coincidentally, I wasn't sure exactly where the place was. Cause I remember that whole. I think that's how we had started talking, because I'd get off the tram, I believe, and maybe I was looking around or whatever, because I wasn't sure where exactly the place was or which direction I had to go.
Mm-hmm.
And thinking he probably noticed me looking last. He was like, yeah, he asked me where I was going, so I tell him where I was going, and he was like, he pointed me in the direction. He was like, yeah, I gotta go to the same place and things. So I'm just thinking, okay, this just seems like a helpful guy, that kind of vibe. But then at some point, Yeah, a good Samaritan basically. Then at some point the conversation, like the man was super forward, and the man had asked me about like if I have a girlfriend and thing like that at some point within the conversation. And like,
oh God,
I don't remember if I did, and this was like at least 4 years ago, at least. But it was just an incredibly weird situation. Cause then now we at the place, the housing company place, and we sitting down waiting. I take my number and thing to be dealt with and stuff. He taking on me. He just like sitting next to me. And he just like staring at like eyes. The man did not take his eyes off of me, dog. And it was like I literally was scared because I felt in the situation. If something had to pop out, what the fuck I can do? The man was a good bit bigger than me, dog. I legitimately felt like threatened, uncomfortable in that kind of situation. Because if something had to pop off, I don't know how I would have defended myself.
He tell you that he like your energy?
I don't think so.
Okay,
no. But that was this one dude. Another dude, can't say it happened at least 3 times. The other dude, it happened twice by this dude. Reason being, he works in a store in Amsterdam.
You get to repeat it, Gary?
He works in a store in Amsterdam. He works in one of the smart shops. For those that may not know, smart shops, that's one of the places in Amsterdam where you can get all of the Yo, you an idiot. I'm here trying to tell my story. You just there laughing.
I'm glad it's not only me, Jared.
This guy.
Oh, God. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, the smart shops is basically the places where you could get all of the legal soft drugs. So, like, they sell all kind of crazy stuff like Spanish fly and, like, legal MDMA and whatnot and stuff like that. But I just went there because I wanted to... I tried what do you call those things?
Those things.
Not mushrooms, the truffles.
Truffles, yeah. There's a difference.
Yeah. God, the mushrooms illegal, they illegal in this country. The truffles is the ones you could just buy in a store and stuff like that. Anyway, I went there to get the truffles. I went there and it was this I think it was either Surinamese or like Indian looking. I wasn't not exactly sure why it was. And he hit me with some lines like he liked my beard and this and that and whatnot. I was with my girlfriend at the time, and the man started showing me like
the man bold, boy.
Yo, the man literally offered to suck my dick, dog. I was like, what?
Whoa!
Like the man just.
Whoa!
He had asked me like if I had a girlfriend. I was like yes. He was like he asked me if she just suck my dick or something like that. He was like I could probably do better or something like something along those lines. It was the man was training me, and I was like, okay. I think the first time I was by myself, and then the second time when I went, like I had my girlfriend at the time with me, and then it was just weird. Like I started laughing because I couldn't believe that. Like I started laughing because
that's all he could do.
Is this real? Like, is this real? And he wasn't threatening looking like the other dude. So I know he was the dude who worked in a store. So I know ain't nothing he doing me he on the job. Like he like what's he gonna do on the job type of situation anyway? Like
oh God.
So I just laugh at the situation. I was like, yo, no, I cool. Like I have my girlfriend and thing. Like I ain't interested. Thanks for the compliment, I guess, if you like my beard.
Yo,
like, how do you respond?
But I don't know, but
what is the appropriate way?
But say thank you and go about your business because.
But like that first one, I wasn't saying thank you though. Like dude legitimately had me afraid for my life potentially. Like I didn't know what would have happened. Like dude looked like he was trying to follow me and things in certain places. Like me, what he wanted. I wasn't giving it. I had nothing for this man.
Yo. But it is Amsterdam, man. You never know.
And the thing is, I'd see him like once. Like after that, I'd see him like once, and I'd recognize like for a distance. I was like, oh, I spot him, and I was like, I just stay far from this man, like walk on the next side of the road. And I was like, yo, I'm not making eye contact. You're not gonna try to make.
You have to pull out your phone. You have to pull out your phone.
I probably did. I don't remember all the tactics I used, but I was like, yo, you not making eye contact with me. I'm not seeing you no kind of way.
Yo, I telling you, by the worst thing I went, obvious. Okay, I mean, I say the story now because it's out and I don't get trip on. But I went and made the mistake like a couple hours after and tell some of my female friends, right? Yo, now I get this random messages, so how your sugar daddy doing? I'd be like, yo, so you can't hold it down then.
No, people, no. I mean, I put it on a public forum so people know, but like, I didn't tell nobody about it. Like, I just took the L and kept it moving, dog. Like, there was no public announcement necessary.
Normally I would take those things and bury it too, but I trying to do this whole, express yourself, don't keep things inside. So I had to talk to somebody about it. I went a little smart. I went to tell none of my partners. I went to tell some of my female friends, taking it a little bit more thing. But no, they just fucking roast my ass. One of them, the little bastard, should be like, hey,
anybody you tell this story to, like, that will be the end result. There is nothing else that can come from this scenario. There's
oh God, that was louder than way too loud. Yeah, that was way too loud. I'm so sorry, everybody. My mother don't laugh at me, Jad.
Understandable. As I said, there's no other appropriate response after hearing such a scenario.
My mother don't laugh at me. I was like, wow. But I mean, what you want me to do? It's a true story. Look, shit like that just happen. By the time I leave,
Charlemagne say live your truth.
Big man, by the time I leave Amsterdam, right? I could buy a book. I could write a book. I'm guaranteed.
Experiences. But you out there living life and then single and partying every night practically and shit.
But it's not every night. Life. It's not every night, man.
I feel like every time I check your Snap, dog, there's like. So you in some bar, you in some club, you out somewhere living life, dog.
No, it ain't that. No, it's like.
It's either work is showing you donut or whatever unhealthy food you're eating.
But why you have to put my nutrition on blast like that?
Because I talked to you about it before that. You're trying to live. I wouldn't be a good homie if I encouraging this type of behavior.
When you see me put a donut up since?
But it may not be the donut, but then it's Red Bull. It's Red Bull and thing, which is just sugar and
look
caffeine and sugar.
Look great. If you was walking Zara, you would understand.
Bull piss supposedly.
Oh, fuck! Don't tell me that, man. I got like 3 more in the fridge there waiting.
Like taurina, I believe that's one of the ingredients that they always advertise on the Red Bull and thing, and like where it come from. That's why it's called Red Bull. Dog, bull piss.
Ignorance is bliss. So
it is indeed. Like, you know where hot dogs come from? Have you watched how they're made?
Ignorance is bliss.
Exactly.
So yeah, Jed.
Ground beef, all kind of things that we
let's look.
Terrible,
how about we not deal with that?
I eat them all too. Like, I mean,
I just okay. You know what?
Like shrimp scavengers and stuff like that.
I trying to stop to eat pork. What kind of sentence that was? I tried to stop to eat pork. Mm-hmm. I don't want to eat pork. Yeah. Okay, I don't want to eat pork. But the only thing I eat still is bacon. I can't help it. Bacon is a shit.
Understandable. But I definitely eat less. Like pork chops is something that I was never like much of a.
But I used to buy that a good bit. And I stopped at ribs and all.
Yo, I eat chicken. Chicken is the only meat that I eat basically. Like.
But chicken and ground
beef. Yeah. Cause like the pasta you make a little bolognese or something there. I need to make. I've been craving lasagna and I've been lapsing on making it. You know, like I got a dish and thing there. I just been.
But I don't got I got a better dish. That's the only thing I really missing.
Like I love. That's why you can't be a vegetarian. Man. Like I like pasta. I like Italian food way too much to ever be able to. I mean, vegan.
Look,
vegetarian possible.
You realize
vegan, never.
You realize they coming out the woodwork. Like a lot more people starting to do this vegetarian thing. Like before,
because
it was
more
like
people becoming educated and realizing the health benefits and stuff like that. That it's just generally speaking a more healthy lifestyle if you eat vegan. It's not guaranteed, but I mean, you can still eat unhealthy and be a vegan. I mean, like Oreos and stuff is vegan.
It's creepy. I mean,
why?
But I don't know that.
I feel it's just a general symptom. It's just another symptom of the.
Okay, obviously, just talking shit.
Bigger thing of people being more educated and becoming more socially aware slightly.
The people I know that are vegan are quite interesting characters. Let's just put it that way.
True. Don't sound like an interesting with a good connotation.
No, man. I ain't saying that there's bad people at all. I still around them and I still talk to them stuff like that. Yeah, but I mean, I ain't normal either. So I mean,
what is normal? I mean, there is none. Technically speaking.
Yeah, but you can see that could be debatable because while they might be
all unique because we're all normal.
No, but at the same time, there might not be no normal, but it is absolutely abnormal. Because we could say was an abnormal activity, but yet at the same time we can't necessarily define normal now, can we?
In order for there to be an abnormal, according to me, you gotta have a normal first. You gotta be the baseline, and then once there's a baseline, you can judge and say, okay, this behavior differs, or I can't think of the right word. Whacked off, you know, that's the Dutch way you would say it, but I can't find a word. I really can't find an English word, but it's different from the norm, basically. Like, that's the only way you can identify what is abnormal. You have to identify what is normal.
Well, this is definitely abnormal, because you see how we switched them 3 topics there?
I mean, to me, it seemed like a pretty seamless transition and stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
no, dog. I mean, I'm talking about like the range of the comments. I mean, not the comments of the topics. It went from talking about. Well, I don't even know what we was talking about like 10 minutes ago.
But I mean, we've been talking for a reasonable amount of time.
But yeah, you know, I just had to get that story off my chest. And that's what we was talking about. We was talking about the story, and then we had your story, and then you know, we went to talking about.
What did we start off? Like, I forget what we started talking about Samart, and then we started talking about.
But we must sound real unprofessional right now. No, but.
Listen, the point of the link up is for it to be as if 2 homies just linked up. It's supposed to be like organic
fuckery.
Yeah, and this is just.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you seem to like swearing for no reason.
No, I mean, I gotta stop it. You know, it's the way I try to express myself. You know,
it's understandable.
It's a way of expression.
I'm
trying to find
out to censor yourself.
I'm trying to find another form of it. You know, I'm trying.
And there is none. Like, honestly, like, the F word is such it's a great word. It has so many different uses. Like, I remember years ago there was this YouTube video. That one is okay, but it's not. No, it does not have as much.
It don't have the dramatic effect as the F word. But if you say shit, you can use shit in almost the exact same ways.
In a lot of contexts, but
in almost every same way, except for having sex. That's the only way.
There was this video years back that was showing like the history of the F word or something like that. This was before the internet was what it is today. You know, the way we consume stuff. Like, that was probably primary school, but I don't know. Like, it was after this. I've been trying to see if I could find the video. It was just some fascinating stuff.
That sounds something interesting to bring up for next week.
But yeah, like. With that, we already been talking for 50 minutes. We was aiming to try to make this one a little short, to try to hit 45, but you know, we already failed. We went over the limit.
So it's okay. We try again next time.
Yeah, I mean, look at it this way. At least we talked for less than an hour.
Hey,
we hit that time limit.
Progress is progress, no matter how small.
You gotta try to look at the bright side. Every cloud has a silver lining. I never understood that phrase. I never understood it.
We closing. Let's not go there. Let's not do it. Let's not do it, because that's a whole different subject. Don't get me started with that. I feel as a parent you should not be lying to your child like that, no. Because there's adults we get that crap from.
Clouds have silver lining.
What the fuck? Look. Before people think that I ain't got no vocabulary and I just hear swearing all the time. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I think we gonna wrap it up there before you go on another rant and start cursing other people and throwing a bunch more F-bombs, dropping a bunch more F-bombs.
Look, I'm sorry, everybody. Again, thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, comment, leave us know what you think, how you think we've been going. If you have any thoughts of how we can improve, anybody you specifically want us to bring on the show or try to bring on the show, any topics you specifically want us to talk about, let us know in the comments or on Facebook or Instagram, or hit us up
to us however you
directly.
Can.
Most of our you know us anyway, so
we're not hard to reach. Basically, we're not hard to reach. Make sure if you want to say something,
there.
Say it. Yeah, and. Yeah, I mean, you basically covered it all. I don't really got nothing to add to that. So, with that, I think we could call this podcast, we could wrap this one up.
Yes. Till next week, everybody. You be safe. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
Nope.
And, oh God, I can't say that because I ain't really out no more. But, just be safe doing whatever you're doing. Bless up.
No kidding. Don't know.